Testing. Oh. Testing. How's everyone enjoying the show so far? So I am the next performer. When I chose this location, the bush behind me was covered in yellow roses. And it was gorgeous, and I wish you could have seen it in person. But I did take some photos that are on my front and back cover. So I took these photos here about a month ago. And I was inspired by the flowers and by the symbolism of the colors. Oh, that's a fun thing for tonight. So red roses symbolize romantic love, and yellow roses symbolize platonic love or friendship. You can move in a little closer here. I'm not gonna... The piece is dedicated to 3 men in my life. All 3 of them are here tonight, so no pressure. And it's also dedicated to my mom and dad, who divorced when I was quite young, but they had always maintained their friendship, which is something I've always been really thankful for. When I go home to visit them in Ontario, I can always hang out with both of them, and they even hang out when I'm not around, so it's just a really great example that they set for me. This poem is called Our Roses Were Red and Now They're Yellow. To my ex, we'll call him L. Our roses were red and now they're yellow. You and I had a whirlwind romance. Within 2 weeks of meeting you on that dance floor, we had already decided that I would move to Montreal with you, where we spent the next 2 years of our life together. It was the first time I had a long-term romantic relationship that was actually healthy. With you, I learned so much about who I am and what's important to me. You introduced me to so many things, and you brought so many other incredible people into my life. When we broke up, I was heartbroken. But hearts heal and relationships shift. Our story could have ended there, but here we are. Friends. Close friends. Years after we broke up, we lived together again as roommates. And you contributed to my wedding. With a few others, you bought the suits that he and I got married in. I am so thankful that you are still such a huge part of my world. To another ex, we'll call him Jay. Our roses were red, and now they're yellow. We only dated for a few short months, but those months had such a lasting impact on me. You inspired me to push myself and try new things. With you, I found new passions and became a more confident person, a better version of me. You introduced me to so many things, and you brought so many other incredible people into my life. The romance was short-lived, and our story could have ended there. But we chose to be friends, close friends. You also contributed to my wedding as one of my groomsmen, and I was an MC on your wedding day. I am so thankful that you are still such a huge part of my world. And finally, to my most recent ex, we'll just call him by his name, Andy. Our roses were red, and now they're yellow. You were also part of my wedding. In fact, you were the man I married. We met on Plenty of Fish, and our first date lasted 8 hours, the beginning of our 12-year relationship. Being with you felt so natural and easy from the start. And with you, I felt safe in a way I never had before. Our wedding was uniquely us, and one of the most memorable, joyful days I will ever experience. In our 12 years, we made countless memories together. And there would never be enough time to tell you all the ways you have changed my life for the better, what I have learned from you, and how much you mean to me. You introduced me to so many things, and you brought so many other incredible people into my life. I couldn't have imagined that our marriage would end. And then it did. And it was devastating and painful, and the future suddenly felt very uncertain and very scary. But our breakup was also completely amicable and empathetic, and after a long period of struggle, somewhat relieving. Our story could have ended there, but we were both dedicated to remaining friends, close friends. We're still cohabitating and communicating well and supporting each other and having fun together. I am so thankful that you are still such a huge part of my world. What a gift it is to maintain friendships with these three men who know me in a way that few people ever will. We've had absolutely amazing times together, and we've been through some really difficult times too. And let me tell you, these men have seen me when I have not been at my best. But I know they're not going anywhere, and that we'll continue being there for each other during all of the ups and downs. It may not have worked out romantically, but clearly none of these relationships were failures, not at all. Breakups are never easy, and I'm certainly not friends with all of my exes. So our stories definitely could have ended there. But we made the choice to remain friends. Close friends. Forever friends. Our roses were red, and now they're yellow. And is there anything more beautiful than yellow roses? To Elle, to Jay, to Andy, I love you. I really couldn't imagine my life without you. Thank you.